chilly morning here in southern Indiana, but it's a beautiful morning. And Brody, come here. Come here, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Oh, come on. He don't want to listen. He just wants a little bit of attention. Anyway, beautiful morning, kind of crisp, a little chilly. For a long time when I would make adjustments on carburetors, I would utilize this little Motion Pro tool. The item number for the tool is a 08-0023. And it's a handy little kit. It's got a, little short, stubby, flat screwdriver. It's got a longer screwdriver, flat screwdriver with an extension. And then it's got the standard kind of a square driver, hexagon shaped, I should say. Works fine for some applications, but not all applications. And I've got one more I want to show you guys, also by Motion Pro. And this one works really well. This one works really well for a lot of the Polaris models. It's got a long extension handle, and you can reach underneath a lot of those Polaris quads. And it's got the same thing. It's got a little slotted screwdriver to make those the pilot/air screw fuel to air adjustments. That works pretty well. However, on some of the four-wheelers that I work on, you may notice where the engine block or the top of the engine comes to the carburetor, it's sloped and you can't get a tool up in there. It's kind of jammed up in there. And for a long time, I would get so frustrated I couldn't figure out, well, what's a good tool to use? I'm a big Motion Pro fan. I buy a lot of Motion Pro stuff. Rocky Mountain's a great place to buy that. Once again, Rocky Mountain is my go-to. I can't say enough about Rocky Mountain ATV. They're predominantly who I buy most of my parts from. But anyway, they carry Motion Pro. I like to buy a lot of their stuff. But recently I found a tool, believe it or not, at Harbor Freight. And I used to kind of scoff at Harbor Freight because a lot of their stuff was less than quality. I grew up in a generation where my dad was a mechanic, brothers were mechanics, and they all, if you had mechanic tools, it was going to be Snap-on, Mac, Matco, just name brand stuff. And for a long time, religiously, that's all my dad would buy. My dad said, buy tools once, take care of them, and they'll never let you down. And Dad's right. I still have some of my dad's tools to this day, and they've done well for me. Some of the tools that he gave to me when he passed away are quality Snap-on tools, and they still work very well. But I noticed here recently that Harbor Freight, some of their tools are actually becoming better quality. I don't know if you guys have noticed that as well. But I found a little small screwdriver kit that I've been very impressed with. And I had bought it, put it in my toolbox, and I'd kind of forgot about it. Well, recently I was making some adjustments on a four-wheeler, and I said, you know what? I can't get up in there to make the adjustments that I need without taking the carb off. I wonder if that kit that I stashed back in my toolbox, I wonder if that would work on this. And would you know it? That kit was the catch me out today. And so I'm going to go over that kit. I'm going to show it to you guys. And if you do any kind of small engine repair work, if you're working on four-wheelers, dirt bikes, stuff that is hard to get to sometimes, like we do here at Miller's Small Engine Repair, you need one of these kits. And I'm going to show this to you. I got to move my camera a little closer. But the kit that I've got, it's made by Pittsburgh, which is obviously the brand that Harbor Freight carries. But the kit that I got is this small driver. I call it a nut driver kit. It comes like this. That's sitting in there like that, and then it's got a couple bits, and it looks like that when you buy it. Just a cool little kit. It's small, 34-piece precision screwdriver kit. Lifetime warranty. How about that? Made in Taiwan. Anyway, it's got a little magnifying glass because some of the bits are hard to see exactly what they are. So that magnifying glass comes in handy to be able to see. Okay, that's a 2.0, and that's a looks like it's a hex bit. Anyway, you get the drift. But today when I was making those adjustments on the carburetor, I remembered I had this little extension set in here. And I said, you know what, I wonder if that little extension kit would actually work for what I'm trying to do, because it's difficult to get into. So I pulled it out. When you open the kit up, you'll have the extension. You'll have a little nut driver. It's a little Pittsburgh nut driver. You slide that in there, you lock, you thread that down, you lock it on. And the exact bit that I needed is the 4.0. And all you do is snap that bad dude into place. And you can hold on anywhere in between where this extension's at. And as you twist the handle down here, that little bit will turn. And that thing, you can literally double that thing over almost in half. And you can still make those adjustments. And so, works extremely well. I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to show you on my personal dirt bike. How's that sound? That's not, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to show you on something a little bit better that you can see. Make these adjustments here. As you can tell, it's a beautiful sunny day here. I should be out in the tree stand somewhere where I should be, but oh well. Maybe later on today, right? So anyway, we're going to pull this up to where you can see what I'm talking about. See if we can maybe zoom in a little bit. So that adjustment screw sits right up in here. As you can tell, it's difficult to get into there and make those adjustments sometimes. You know, could I have used this? Yeah, probably, maybe. That's that long extended handle tool that Motion Pro makes. Yeah, maybe, possibly. So I thought, well, maybe I can use my little short stubby from Motion Pro. It's hard. It's just hard and frustrating to get up in there. You got your timing chain tensioner in the way on some of these, on the Kawasaki's. So I thought to myself, what if we just did this? So literally, you can take that thing, thread it up in there, hold it up into place, and spin your handle, right or left. Make your adjustments as needed. And so, how cool is that? Makes it easier, much easier to use, much easier to access. And you're not crippling your hands trying to get up in there. So that works really well. Anyway, just a little tidbit for the day on the kit itself. Like I said, if you're looking for the kit, let me flip this over one more time so you can see exactly what it's called. Once again, you can get it at Harbor Freight. It's called a Pittsburgh 34-piece precision screwdriver set. Item number is a 93916. And if you do any small engine repair work, like I said, it is truly a must to have. It's been a lifesaver for me many times. So anyway, little tip for the day from Miller Small Engine Repair. And thanks again for your time. If you haven't liked our page on YouTube, hit the like button. Please subscribe, share it with your friends, and be on the lookout for more tips on small engine repair. Thanks. God bless you. Have a great day.